Investigators in Prince George's County believe a woman's rape and murder in the late 1970s has finally been solved, all thanks to DNA preserved from the crime scene. And tonight, a suspect under arrest in North Carolina. Fox 5's Bob Barnard live in Northwest D.C. with those details. Bob?
Hi there, Marina. Police say the murder victim lived across the river in Arlington, was out with friends here in Georgetown. Her body was found, though, in Prince George's County. Now, 46 years later, an arrest has been made. The suspect is Rodger Brown. He's 82 years old. He was arrested last week at his home in Pinehurst, North Carolina. He's charged with rape and murder, was living in Hyattsville at the time, March 3rd, 1979. The victim was Kathryn Donohue, known as Kathy. She was 31 years old, originally from Allentown, Pennsylvania, was living and working in the D.C. area at the time. Her body was found in an apartment complex parking lot on Hamlin Street in Glen Arden. Today, it's a fairly new townhouse community. Police say she was raped and murdered. The case had gone cold for decades, but with DNA from the crime scene and genetic genealogy, the FBI says it has solved this case 46 years later.
These cases are particularly challenging because of the passage of time on many of them. Witnesses no longer exist. And we are, so far in this case, able to locate essential witnesses. And it's just, you know, it's just a matter of being patient, utilizing what technology is there to give us. And I think that speaks well for what both the state's attorney's office and the police department have done, again, with the training and help of the FBI.
Now, the investigative genetic genealogy, IgG work, was done by a Texas-based company called Arlington, solving hundreds of cold cases all across the country. The Prince George's County Police Department using federal grant monies to assist them. Rodger Brown spent 11 years in prison, we're told, for a New York armed robbery back in the late 1960s, but that's about it. He was said to be cold and had no reaction when police knocked on his door last week.
The FBI will continue to use IgG to solve violent crimes. Whether that crime took place 50 years ago or yesterday, we'll use every tool available to bring justice for our victims and their families.
Now, Kathy Donohue's older brother and sister have released a statement saying the arrest has finally given us a sense of closure that we never thought possible after all this time. They were in their 30s then, they're in their 80s now. How Kathy Donohue ended up in Prince George's County when she was out here in Georgetown, police say they just don't know. Perhaps a kidnapping charge could be added to this case as well, guys.